So in this module, let's talk about drinks. Drinks are really, really popular on Pinterest. If we come here to Pinterest trends, top yearly trends, I was just curious, mocktails and cocktails. I know these are popular, but I asked ChatGPT, we'll come back to this. I just said, what are the most popular niches on Pinterest for drinks? And it said cocktail recipes, right? So non-alcoholic drinks is number 2. So mocktails, smoothies, health drinks, holiday and party drinks, coffee and tea. And what I've seen, this is the cool part. Remember what ChatGPT is. It kind of absorbed all of the internet and it knows things. And this is pretty solid. Like this is pretty accurate. So what do we want to do? And realize you can, use all of these for different things. Very, very fun. Let's just put that there. Let's format it a little bit different. We're recording this in October. Christmas is around the corner. Let's see if we can do something with Christmas. It probably has decent volume. So, well, yeah, there you go. Christmas cocktails. I was hoping to do mocktails. I think mocktails is more of a, here, let's control click these. Mocktails is more of a stable one, right? Stable. And then it boosts New Year's because people are trying to quit drinking. So maybe that is better because it gives us more time to get there. I kind of like that. So I'm mixed in between, if I can get my screen right, I'm mixed in between Christmas cocktails and mocktails. So I know mocktails would be easier. Yeah, that's Christmas right there. That kind of stinks because it's only relevant for a little while. But when it's relevant, you're going to be pumping traffic. So I'm going to ask, give me 50 most popular mocktail names. We can use ChatGPT, we can use Pinterest and sort around and blah, blah, blah to try to get these. But what's the point, right? ChatGPT is going to be 80-20 SEO right here. Like I'm totally cool with this. So what we want to do is, let me think here. Redo and include the word mocktail on any of them that doesn't have it yet. Reason being, I just want to have that for SEO purposes, right? Maybe someone doesn't know a lemon ginger fizz is the mocktail variant, right? Virgin kind of denotes that too, right? But mocktail definitely does, and it hits that that variant. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to come to my handy dandy spreadsheet. We're going to do mocktails. And we're going to push them here. Now, what are we going to do next? Next step is SEO Write-It.ai. Let's do bulk. Let's go here. So we pushed those to main keyword and title. Yeah, interesting. Article size, medium is fine. Point of view, blah, blah, blah. No images. Maybe one. Let's 3. Should we do 3? It might make it better. Yes, let's go here. Anecdotal story. We can no. So first we need to run out the URLs. Quotes, nah. Key takeaways, nah. All right. What else do we have? Publish. We're going to do this one. Inspirations. Looks good. I think that's all we need. Let's think here. Anything we're missing? We could do GPT. Not that one. We could do, this is the old school. I always loved it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Looks good. I'm curious. Sometimes details to include. Write in about roofing. Specify 3 services. So what I would write in about this mocktail recipe. Specify the exact ingredients and how to prepare. All right, let's try that out. 50 of them. Goodness gracious, 50 of them. I'm gonna go down on the words or the images. Yeah, just do 2. All right, cool. Run. 50 of them. Go into off-grid dreaming. Sounds good to me. So now I'm gonna come over here and highlight the ones I know are gonna be live. Come over here, recipe, blah, 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 blog URL. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a new board, right? A new board in Pinterest. So we're going to come over here. We're going to go to saved. We're going to go here, board, name mocktails. Cool. Create. It's going to give us some suggestions we can pick. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Done. Okay, now we seeded the board with 4 of them. Very nice. So the next step is we have a few options, right? I would like to just go on an exploratory mission at this very moment. What can we do? Let's do mocktails. Am I searching my stuff? I don't want to search my stuff. Let's try this again. Not my pins. Mocktails, all pins. All right, let's get a feel for what we're working with here. A lot of text overlay, refined by fruits. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, that's cool. So let's keep that in mind. Let's do a note. Note. Do hubs via fruit. Very nice. We could do a board just for pineapple mocktails, lime mocktails, and so on and so forth. All right, there's some sponsored stuff. Interesting. So there's some purchase intent. A lot of nice things here. Let's see. Looking good. Looking good. All right, non-alcoholic mocktails for brunch. So we also have note, do pins for specific times of day, brunch, lunch, dinner, breakfast if someone's into that. All right, moving along. Where are we? We're just getting inspiration. So it's always good to get inspiration when you're not terribly accustomed to a niche. All right, looks good. So these are a lot of roundups. Roundups are very, very viable in this. So we need to seed our board with a bunch first to then create a roundup. So in other words, if I look here, 15 mocktail recipes, and I click here, 15 easy mocktail recipes for any occasion, right? They're going to have cucumber mint and, this one and blah, 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 and that one, and so on and so forth. So we need to have those done. I'd prefer to have those done before we create it, because then we can internally link. So now the next step is to start to create the pins. Because SEO Writing.ai is working our blogs. We're not ready yet. I could put the blog URL here. The first one up is Virgin Mojito. I'm just going to type into Ideogram Virgin Mojito, right? And there we go. There's 4 of them right there. Looks beautiful. We can have those. Let's save those. Those all work. We can have those ready to go. I like it. What we need to do next is let's come to pin clicks. Let's come here. Virgin Mojito. Let's see, recipe with Sprite. Look, there's different variants too. Very, very interesting. All right, so we have this one is the most popular, Virgin Mojito, and it has it has this little thing, lime juice here, this and that. Best Mojito mocktail. I like that one. Let's save that one. Save that one. So these are sorted by saves, of course, right? Quick and easy strawberry mojito. Interesting. So I don't drink, so I don't know these things. I'm just learning as we go here. You can have different types, like a strawberry virgin mojito. That's nice too. We're going for 3 of them. 3 of them that look visually nice. That one's cool too. And when we're doing this, you kind of have to figure out which ones might be good with Ideogram as well. All right, so let's grab this one. Let's remix it. Let's just try it off the bat. See if we can get it somewhat unique. So it looks, not like the original one. Ooh, I like the sparkles. Those look excellent. I'm very, very happy with that. All right, cool. Yeah, very nice. Which glass do I like the most? We can determine which one we want to go with. All right, this one here. Let's do this. The best virgin mojito. Looks good. All right. We might have to play with this one a little bit. Let's see what happens here. Waited into the fast queue. Okay, cool. The best, blah, blah, blah. So it has pastrywishes.com, right? We could have our thing, Off-Grid Dreaming, but let's just get that out of there. All right, keep on going with it. 75%. The Best Virgin Mojito. That one works well. Let's try to do it a little bit different. The text background is a bright, I don't know, orange. Let's try a different color. Let's just try to mix it up a bit, make it more unique. Wait in the fast queue. The Best Virgin Mojito. I like it. Now we have our own unique feels to it. Very, very happy. All right, let's try this one. Last one. So what we're going to have effectively is like over 5 images. Looks good. Let's try that. Waited in the fast queue. Yet again, let's see how we're doing over here. Virgin Mojito is still spinning. They're all coming down the wire. Hopefully it works out. This should pop out here. That stinks. So what we have to do is, okay, do you see why it stinks? It stinks because it didn't specify. We didn't specify the text, right? All right, so when that happens, we can click this button here and it will redo it. It will read it, hopefully. Include in best ever. Let's do best mojito mocktail recipe. New words, similar words, but our own words. 17% complete. Let's check on this again. I guess SEO writing's gonna do all. Look, I've done, geez Louise, 4,300 articles in SEO writing. That's crazy. The best mojito mocktail. It's close. Let's get rid of recipe. Let's get rid of the. So when you have issues with the text, simplify, simplify, simplify. Get it pared down. 3 words. Goodness gracious, ideogram. Just give us 3 words. Can you do that? Best mojito mocktail. We got one of them. Is it the best? Not really. Would I prefer it on a white background? Yes, definitely. Let's try one more. Why isn't it describing it well? It's so weird. All right, let's go fishing a little bit more. Let's go fishing just a little bit more. Where are we? Pig clicks. All right, let's find one. So it's just the straight images. Some of the straight images do okay. Am I right on that? Let's just verify. What is this? Oh, interesting. That was a TikTok video. 10 minutes. That looks really tasty, but we already did one like that, similar black background. Looks really nice. Let's try this one. It's not the typical. Interesting. So I'm looking at the color. I'm like, is that going to work? Is that going to not work? All right, let's try. What'd they call it? Love Potion Mocktail? Interesting. Is it just not the same thing? Let's look. Make sure we're doing the right thing. Virgin Mojito. Love Potion Virgin Mojito. Okay. Let's try this. The problem with this idea is if you go too far off, right? Virgin Mojito, we have a blog post just for the Virgin Mojito. So if I create one that's red, right? Love Potion Virgin Mojito. It looks cool. It looks cool, but it's not going to be the URL that we're going after. I like it though, so what we're going to do is save the idea for later. Note, Love Potion Virgin Mojito. So as you are doing this, you can, take notes as you're doing exploratory missions, right? This is all this is. So we need to wait for this to get pushed through because we did 50 at one blast. It's trying to do them all at one time, which is fine. So let's just wait a second here. Now, as we wait, we might as well do a little bit of work, right? So what we're going to do here, this just gets a little tricky, right? Because we don't want all of these, but what I'm going to do is download, that kind of looks good there too. Download, that one looks bad. Let's keep it rolling. That one looks nice. The best virgin mojito. That one looks nice too. Like at least one of them look nice, right? At least one of them look nice. That looks good. This one looks good. Okay, 6. So there's 24 images right there. Crazy. This gets a little tricky, a little arduous, but it's okay. It's worth it. It's much faster than anything else available, that's for sure. So we're going to extract them all. We're going to view, extra large icons. Now at this time, can I Control or Alt zoom in? Is there a way to get even closer up? Because I can't tell which one's which. Is there a good way to do this? All right, that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. That one's bad. I can tell that one's bad. Well, we only want one of these. And it's interesting. This is kind of cool because they should look good. It should pop out easily from far away. The mojito on this one right here, to me, reads the easiest, reads the best. It has sort of like, I don't know, just has a feel to it. So I'm just going to go with instincts and delete the other ones. What's this one all about? Best, that's bad. That one's bad, I can tell. Is this one good? The best? No. The best virgin mojito, that looks good. That one's bad. That one's bad. Best. That one's good. That one can work. These ones are interesting because I think a few of them did well. All right, that one, that one. That one's no good. Delete that one, delete that one. What are we working with here? That one looks good. That one looks good. This one's got to go. So there we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 10 all together. Excellent. 10 for one blog is pretty good. For one URL, that's really good. We're going to add them to XMConvert. We are going to come to downloads. Let's find it. 10 of them. Boom. So what is this? This is called a what? Virgin mojito. Virgin dash mojito. All right. That should be good. Boom. Very, very nice. So now in the meantime, we should go to ChatGPT. What we need is, the title can be Virgin Mojito. So what I want to do is go to pin clicks. Let's come here. Let's think here. They have a lot of, it's very interesting to me. They have a lot of different annotations, right? So what I want to do is export annotated interests. So we're on Virgin Mojito. We're in the top pins. We're exporting all the annotations that are pertaining to this. And what we're going to do here is grab them all. And we're going to come back to ChatGPT and say, rank these annotations to the best which pertain to my recipe on Virgin Mojito. Boom. Usually I want to exit that thing right there and go. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what it does. All right, good. Good, good, good. Okay. It's cool because we get to see the variants. Like if we had a mojito, like a specific mojito board, or if we wanted to go deeper, we know that, okay, strawberry mojitos is important, right? We know that perfect summer drinks, we could do a roundup of that and include this in there. So what I want to do is say, create, how many? We have 12. 12 Pinterest descriptions and use the highest ranked annotations in them as needed. All right, that will be good. Okay, that works for me. Give some variants. I don't know if the bold will convert over. I'm not too sure. This is still working 85%. So this is going to give us the 12. We have, what do we have? We have the images ready to rock. We have the descriptions. You're going to find often that the titles are just the cocktail, mojito or virgin mojito, right? But what we're going to do is give 12 variants on title for Virgin Mojito based upon what you know for annotated. Make it so that the user is interested. I don't know. Let's try that. Let's see what it does. There you go. Those are excellent. Perfect for parties. So what we're doing, it's kind of old school keyword stuff in a way, but it's natural because we have an LLM. We have a large language model to do it. It's natural. This one I'll probably have to stay away from Lime and Mint. Otherwise, unless Mojito is that what it's made out of? I don't even know. I don't know the drink. Interested. So we have the titles, we have the descriptions, we have, well, we're waiting on the URL. Okay, I think we're good now. I think it batched it out. This is a really good article. I'm pretty impressed with this. Virgin Mojito, nice. So SEO writing.ai, it does images well for some things. What it is, the history, the difference between this and that. Ingredients. Remember, we asked it to make sure to talk about ingredients and how to prepare it step by step. Very important. Look at that, Virgin Mojito. It even did the text right here. Very, very nice. All right, ingredients, customize and change. Looks great. I'm very, very happy with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. We're going to go to the link. So we're going to get to the website. We're going to edit. What I want to do first, I think, is control click here. Let's come back to media. Let's come to media. Let's add new media files. Let's come here, right there, Virgin Mojitos. Boom. So we're going to have all of them now, so we can do this, what we need to do. All right. So what we're going to do is convert to blocks. Let's scroll back up. And we can easily, quickly roll through this thing. Image, media library. We could do number 1. Boom. I should probably center it, but I guess I'm being lazy. Here we go. Image, media library. Let's see here. Oh, it's still doing interesting. So SEO writing is still creating things, right? Still creating blog posts. So that means that it's going to be importing images. That's why my screen kind of shifted. All right, looks good, looks good. So because SEO writing does the YouTube videos too, it kind of bulks out our post. Pretty nice. Let's do this one. I like this one. Looks good, looks good. There's a good image per text kind of like weight, I guess, like every image versus how much text. I think we're doing pretty good here. Let's do this. Make sure we got it. I think that's from the post itself. All right, looks good. So what we're going to do is save this, and our blog post should be good to go. Let's come here. Virgin Mojito. Boom. Looks good. Looks good. The more images, the more opportunity to give our users, chances to pin these things, to pin them. All right, so what we're going to do is grab this, the URL, push it over here, blog URL, done. Now, how many images do we have? Like 10 or 12. What we can do is manually do this, which we probably will. Let's just come here. Let's come to our page. Let's come to saved, mocktails, boom, pin. So I'm going to bump this out so it's its own instance. So I can, Alt tab back and forth. What I want to do here is grab this. All right, first image, we're going to do number 1. It goes to reason. We're going to do number 1. We're going to do this. And then we're going to do this. So there you go. 1 down. 1 down. Looks good. Publish. Publish in. All right. Let's do number 2. That one looks a bit too similar. I'm going to pull an audible. Done. Let's do this. Delete. Delete. Let's just pick. There you go. All right. Grab the URL. We still have the URL copied. Let's do this here. Let's come down to, or go up to number 2. Looks good. Happy with that. Awesome. So let's view it. Let's see how it looks. How to make the perfect virgin mojito mocktail at home. It's optimized. It has the URL. I click here. Boom. We're going off page. And when we have our display ads, we'll be good to go. Let's do one more. And then, yeah, we'll try something else. Let's try this one. Let's go. So, and just for demonstration purposes, we're going to do one more. We're not going to do them all here. I want to make sure that's good. Number 3. I don't want for summer fun because it makes it kind of tighter, like only summer, then it's a cyclical thing. I prefer to have it year round. That looks good. Boom. All right, so that's how easy it is. We could natively post, easy peasy. All right, so we're going to switch gears a little bit here. What I want to do is create a listicle because we can create really great pins for these, and they usually attract a lot of on-page traffic. In other words, people will come to Pinterest. They will click the URLs when they see these listicle type of things. So this is our tab for mocktails, and I'm just control clicking on the ones that are done. So my team member has been working on these. You know, I can click on this one right here. You can see Shirley Temple mocktail. I didn't do this. They did it themselves, and so on and so forth. We can just blast them out. Arnold Palmer cocktail. You get the point. You know, nice, looks great. So in order to do this correctly, what you need to do is grab your titles, right? You're going to see how this works in a second. We're going to copy all this. So the B column right now is for the H, the header. 1 is the title. 15 best mocktails for every occasion, and then here's all of that. It should make sense in a second. So we're in SEO writing.ai, right? My main keyword, 15 best mocktails. The title is 15 best mocktails for every occasion. And this is like evergreen type of title. It's not tied to Christmas or Thanksgiving or dinner or morning. It's just for every occasion. So let's come down here, see if this works. We're going to just paste them in. Boom, that should work. All right, so we have 15 of them. And what we want to do now is kind of review. Do we want AI images? Just maybe 3, and that's fine. YouTube videos, sure, throw a couple in there. Doesn't matter to me. I just want it to be bulked out a little bit, and I can choose whether or not to keep the images, delete the YouTube. You know, I can make these decisions. I just like having a little bit to work with sometimes, especially if I know the model will do good creating these type of drinks, which I think it will. So here we have the core settings. Friendly, you can do professional, informational, play around with it. The AI model, we could go any of these, but this one costs more, so I don't want that. 7 generations, geez Louise, that's super expensive. So I want 1 for 1, right? Always 1 for 1. And you can put your API key to drive that down. Always keep that in mind. You can bring your own API key here. No conclusion, no italics, no bold, no quotes, no key takeaways, no frequently asked questions. I like tables because my CSS renders them nicely. What else? What else? Looks good. All right, so what we should do here is publish it to Off-Grid Dreamin' Inspirations. Looks good. And what we're going to do is hit run. Okay, there we go. The 15 best mocktails for every occasion. This is straight from SEO writing.ai. Looks great. I really like the featured image here for the blog. That works really well. I'm not going to draw up something like that for Pinterest. Maybe I will, but it's going to be a long way. So this works well, renders nice. When we get into the mobile view, that's nice. It's quick. You can get to the text. You could go both ways on tall and wide images there. This does work for things like Google Discover, and it renders well for stuff like that. But nonetheless, let's come over here. We have the Shirley Temple, 1, 2. Here is an YouTube video. Nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There you go. All 15 are represented. Wonderful. Really, really excited about that. What we're going to do, edit post. We're going to be quick with it. It's important, though, because this post could be a huge moneymaker for this website. So I think it's wise to take time with it. What we're going to do is come here, and we're going to link the Shirley Temple mocktail to its article. So I'll show you that again in a second. Media library, we're going to come down here. Shirley Temple mocktail. Boom. Now, the reason I'm able to get these images is because in my SOP, my standard operating procedure for this, when our team member is finished with their pins, they automatically go to the post, right? They're going to come over here and they're going to upload this as the featured image. And that's for a few reasons. Number one, it looks good, right? So the Shirley Temple mocktail, this is what it looks like. It looks nice, right? But as you just saw, right, as we're editing our stuff now in this phase, I need to be able to call upon the Arnold Palmer mocktail, right? So let's try this out, see how it goes. So when I go image, right, come here to image, and I go media, I should be able to just do this, right? And that's what we really, really want. We can go an extra step and we could come here to the hyperlink and we could push it there as well. I kind of messed it up because I didn't have the URL saved. It's going to be an extra step here I don't want to do. So let's just save this here. We'd go down the line to each and every one of them, control click view post. We have the 15 best, looks good. They can click here, and now they're to this one. It's just an old school listicle done in a very, very quick way, right? It takes us like no time at all. So if we were to continue on, let's just go through one more. Virgin Pina Colada, I'm going to control click, or control C rather. So I'm highlighting it all, control C, come here, and I'm going to put it here because this will search the title of the article in WordPress on your website. Then we're going to click this, boom, it's hyperlinked. So that's done. Then we're going to come over here to image, same idea. Media library means that it's already uploaded to the website. Come over here, find the one that they uploaded for a featured image. Love it. So there's an order of operations. We get these ones done first, at least 15 or 10 or whatever you want to do, and then you can link to them. And then you have these awesome listicle type of things. Now the next step, assuming this was done, right, looks very, very nice. Assuming this was done and all 15 were done, now we need to come to Pinterest and start creating pins that push to this. So that's what we're going to do now. Now to create the image, we're going to start at PinClicks mocktail, right? Just type this in and I want to see what pops up. So this is just a singular recipe, not into it. But this one is, I guess so we're sorted by saves. See this, saves, 14,000 saves here, non-alcoholic cocktails. So if we were to save this image, right, I'm just curious if we were to push it to Ideogram, it has a lot of text, and that's usually a big deficit to this strategy. So what I would want to do, let's just see how it does. Let's read it. Top right corner, looks good. And then it reads this, 15, let's just do this, 15 best mocktails. Let's just do a little bit of text. Now, something like this, let's make sure I have this right. Correct. Something like this might be good for a Canva hybrid approach. So it's probably going to spit out something with the words messed up, maybe not. But let's just see. Let's go back here, click here. 15, 20 best mocktails. It's not bad. This one right here is not bad at all. Right? That's pretty darn good. Let's look here. This is what we're competing against, right? It has nice text. It has different, I don't know, it is wordy, right? Which one do you like the best? I mean, obviously this one rendered the best, and then this one secondly. So let's just come here. Let's save this one. Downloads, yeah, that's good. WebP, that's fine. All right, let's keep going with it. Not perfect, but it's fast, easy, and then if you wanted to, you could come up here in Canva and edit that top portion. But we're only dealing with AI in this video or in this whole masterclass, so let's keep it rolling. All right, PinClicks, what else do we have? That one's interesting. Let's think here. Fall mocktails. So we are gonna go over things that go after specific fall mocktails, winter mocktails, spring, these type of things, right? So this is interesting. Howdy Kitchen, let's check this out. So we have this here. Unfortunately, I just noticed this one said 20 best mocktails instead of 15. Kind of a bummer. We're going to go with it anyways. All right, let's come here. Remix. Let's see. All right. let's say 15 delicious mocktails. Just see what it does. So we're always taking the text and changing it because it'll do new images, obviously, and it'll do new text too, and it'll make it our own. This is so heavy on text. It's just going to be a lot of gibberish, I bet you. Delicious mocktails. If we were to click in here, can I control zoom in? Look, it's just a bunch of gibberish. But this one is an excellent candidate yet again for what? It would be an excellent candidate for Canva. So you'd have these mock-ups, right? And what you're able to do is more or less delete this inner portion, and you could put your text there. Not hard to do at all. I think I have done that once, and the outcome, let's see here if I can find it. The outcome looks something like this. Let's go here. Alcoholic drinks, or was it mocktails? I forget. Let's see if I can find it. We do have a lot by now. Let's just scroll down. Get a feel for all these. Everything looks wonderful, but these are the singular ones. It gets a little tricky when you do the listicles, right? Keep going. So it must have been in the regular cocktails, which there's more of them. Alcoholic drinks. Let's come down here. I'll show you what it looks like. Because you can always use a hybrid of Ideogram and Canva or Photoshop. Canva's easier if you're kind of new at it. Let's see. Keep it coming. Kind of like this. See this one and this one? So what we're able to do, I'll control click, control click, control click. What we're able to do is take it, and then I think there was a lot of gibberish text under here, this portion and this portion, and we just deleted those portions, right? That's as easy as it gets, right? You could just delete them in Canva. We may have done 20 plus Christmas vodka cocktails in Canva as well. I don't remember. It was a little while ago. But you can tell some of the words are a little off. So what you could have done, right, is actually do the words in Canva too. But I was just being lazy just to throw it out there to test this idea. All right, so coming back here, that's what you could do with this. But I don't want to do that right now. We want things that are easy, AI can accomplish, right? So despite this one being, I think, summer, did it say summer? Let's go here. This one says something about 12 summer mocktails, I think. What we're going to do is 15 delicious mocktails. Let's try that. Looks good. Put it here. Now, because we're doing it in these videos and I want to show you what we're doing, we pump these out. That could work, that one, and this one could work too. Not the best though. Let's try something else. Try one more instance. I may post one of these on Pinterest and then wait a week and then post the next one, right? Maybe we don't blast them all at the same time. Something to consider. This one's really struggling. So I guess at the end of the day, I will show you Canva, because when you're coming up against something that keeps struggling and struggling and you like the format and you know the format would work, like this one is beautiful. Like it looks excellent. I think this format would work. So let's just pull it to Canva and play with it there. Okay, now we're in Canva having a little fun. So I want a, you see it right here, 1000 by 1500 pixels. That's what I want. If we're going to do Canva and we're going to take all the energy to do it, we might as well do 1000 by 1500. Is that what it was? Or is it the other way? Yeah, 1000 by 1500. A tall image. Pinterest likes this dimension. Great. So it's this easy to take this image, right click, copy, right? And let's just review. Is this the one I want? Maybe it's this one. I don't like that one because at the bottom left it has like a fake like website. Let's not do that one. Let's just go with this. So right click, copy. We're going to come over here and paste it. You're going to see it is smaller than what we need. So you're going to click and drag it that easy, just like that. And you're going to have to make a decision on a little bit of style in here. You don't want any white showing, right? Just get it kind of centered. All the drinks are showing. All right. Looks good. No white showing. Great. So what we want to do now is come over to elements. And what I want is something like this, right? And we're going to pull it over, and we're going to, change the, you could change the color. Unfortunately, I'm partially colorblind, so I'm not the best at color, right? Not the best at color over here. But let's say we want a pink, and then we want text, and we want a header, right? 15 plus mocktails, right? Center it. Now I can Control C, Control V for every occasion. Now we're entering kind of copyrighted now. In other words, what can we say? What can we highlight? What can we make bigger, smaller to entice someone to click through, to click our pin, right? But it's that simple, right? That's not hard at all. So we took the ideogram idea, come over here, and then, we can do it. So what I'm going to do is share. I'm going to download this thing, PNG. Looks good. All right, what else are we going to do here? We are going to wait for that to download, and then we're going to take one of these. Actually, I want the one with this delicious mocktail. So I like the top part here. Looks nice, right? So what we're going to do is delete the background. We're going to paste this here. We're going to come here. We're going to right click. We're going to layer. We're going to send to back. So that sends the image that we just had to the back. We're going to delete, 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 delete. Now, ask yourselves, what is the point of this pin? Well, it shows people visually that we got a lot of information here. You click through, you're going to get a lot of nice value, right? A lot of nice value. So what we want to do, Photoshop would be way better for this. Way better. But this is what we're working with. So what we might want to do is this. Hopefully we can match it. Is that the match? It's close, right? It's close. We want to match it. So let me match it. I don't know how to take, how can I take the, yeah, there we go. Did you see what I did there? So we created an element, and we were able to press this button, and you can click anywhere on this and you'll get that exact color. So effectively it disappears. Effectively everything just disappeared on the text, right? And I know this is the same color, so I'll copy it over here, right? Same idea over here. Oops, Control V. Let's come here. Let's come this. And we're able to come to the color again right here. So I need a different color, just like that. Easy. Right? And then Control right there. And so on and so forth. I don't think I'm going to take the effort to go through and actually make this optimized and do the titles correctly. But the point here is that this is still much faster than manually taking images and uploading it to here and doing the text old school way. Like within a minute, I still have something that's usable here. I know that the words up here are kind of funky. Like that should be something else. And you could put ingredients here and make it really, really tight. But that's the idea. Not hard. So what we're going to do is download that. Boom. So how many do we have now? We have about 3. So what we're going to do is go to XN Convert. Right? XN Convert. I do not want to update. We're going to add files. We're going to come to here. This one, this one, this one. Is this one? No, not that one. And then this one. Okay. Output. We're going to say 15 or best mocktails. So there's a disadvantage of the way we're doing it. In a way, the disadvantage is that we've seen all of our competitors, for the most part, are going after fall. Right now is fall as I record this. So that's popular. Summer would be popular, right? You can make it cyclical, summer. We're going after an evergreen one, which is fine. We would probably do fall as well, and then you do summer. You do every season. I would take this post here, this one, and I would do it for every season. It's not hard, right? Not hard at all. It's harder than doing bulk uploads, especially when you compare it to, say, decor. but I think it's worth the effort if you're in a niche like this. And keep in mind, we're doing these videos. I'm teaching you how I do AI on Pinterest, but maybe you're not in mocktails or cocktails. Maybe you're in something similar and you can use these tactics, right? All right, so what we're going to do here, we're just going to upload one of them. Let's go create pin. Here we go. This is good. Let's go 15 delicious mocktails for every occasion. Now we're going to get the link. And because it's not that many things, there's like, only 3 pins we're going to do here. I'm not going to go to ChatGPT. I might actually use my brain. These mocktails are perfect for dinner, lunch, and throughout the year, right? So back in the day, we actually had to type things and we didn't have SEO write-in. And SEO, like conventional SEO, equals keywords, so we can use common sense. Other people are ranking for lunch and dinner, right? And throughout the year, whether it's Christmas, the fall, or even the spring, these mocktails, so we're hitting mocktails again, are absolutely the best. Okay, mocktails. There we go. Publish. And we're done. We're off to the races. View. And that's how we could just roll out. I could do how many? I could do every season, spring, summer, fall, winter, right? Mocktails. I could do, I don't know, Labor Day. I could do all kinds of things. The point is this. Quickly create, right, the singular things. All these singular things. And then you can make roundup posts. And then it gets fun. So that's enough for mocktails and drinks and this and that. I think you get the point. Let's move on to something else.